Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Spy Family episode 11. No. Stella's one we watched last time, so it'll be 12. Spy Family episode 12, Penguin Park. And last episode, she got a Stella. And then she asked for a dog as a reward. And then at the end of the episode, they showed this dog that had this flash of the Spy Family. And I'm like, okay, clearly that's the dog that they're gonna get. But I'm like, can the good dog see flashes of the future? I don't know. I hope I'm gonna get that answer in this particular episode. So yeah, before we get into it, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/filmmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay, well, there was no mention of the dog this episode. I really thought that's where we were going, but we went a completely different direction, which is Lloyd has been taking all these extra missions for on top of Operation Strix, that he's so tired. He's not really paying attention to his spy family. And then these neighbors, he came home one day, and then their neighbor was talking about how he's an absentee father. They felt bad for the wife and the kid, and that he's probably cheating and all of that. So Lloyd is like, okay, we need to present ourselves as a normal, happy family, and me being absent so much is just, and these neighbors doubting us, it's not good for the plan. So he's like, okay, he went home. He's like, next weekend we're going to the aquarium. And yeah, so that day came, they were going to the aquarium, right? And he got on what I think it's a train station that the wise agent woman was at. And then he got there, he saw something was sticking onto the wall, so he knew that there was gonna be another mission for him. So he went there under the pretense of buying some drinks, right? And the woman was trying to tell him about this new mission. He's like, no, I don't want to hear it. I'm already on an important mission for the Operation Strix, so I don't want to take any more extra missions and stuff. And the woman kept trying to tell him what the mission was about. He's like, nah, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to the aquarium with my family and everything. And the woman was like, oh my gosh, you are so good, because that's where the mission is. And she basically blurted out what was going to happen, that there was going to be this chemical weapon, I guess info about creating this chemical weapon that was going to be passed to the enemy, and that they needed to intercept that before it happens. And I'm like, boy, there is no way he's not gonna accept the mission. Okay, so they went there, and then they're like, the formula, I guess, was inside of a penguin. And then they went to the exhibit. The neighbor was also there, at the aquarium. So you invited them to join them, so that when they're spending time together, they'll look like a normal family in front of them, while Lloyd in his mind was trying to get them away so that he'll have time to go do his thing. But you invited them, and yeah, so they went to the penguin exhibit. There were so many penguins there. I'm like, how are you supposed to find this penguin? And Anya, the cute little girl that she is, started using her powers, try to, I guess, listen to the penguins and figure out which one has the formula inside of it. And then she notices one that was having trouble eating. Like each time it was something, food in his mouth, he just spit it back out. So she tells Lloyd. And Lloyd is like, okay, it's worth checking out. And then he went and got himself disguised as a new person that was supposed to join the team. I think that person might have been the one that's supposed to give this enemy the formula, I'm guessing. So he transforms into him. He got there, and they're supposed to memorize all the penguins' names. And I'm like, huh? But of course, Lloyd is able to do it. And he impressed this dude so much. Like, by the end of all of it, he impressed this guy so much that they put this new dude that was stuck in the somewhere over there. He just came and they're like, okay, you're gonna be in charge of it. I'm like, oh, poor dude, man. Like, poor guy. He doesn't know what happened before. Oh my goodness. So Lloyd knows all the names, of course. He knows what kind of penguins they are, the way they eat, because it was time to eat to feed the penguins, right? So it's like, okay, based on their height and whatever, and for what kind of penguins they are, he knows how to just he just like the fishes, and everybody was happy, and then he made his way to the fish penguin that was that had the formula inside of him. And then he was like, well, this one that doesn't seem like he's eating properly, so I'm gonna take it to the he did not say veterinarian, but basically to take care of him. And he took the penguin, I think they call it Parles, I don't know, something like that. It's a P name. So he took P into somewhere, and he was gonna get the formula out of him, right? And that's when the enemy showed up, and he's like, what are you doing with the penguin? And he was Lloyd told him that he was not feeling well, that he was gonna take him to wherever. And the guy's like, okay, I can do that for you. And he's like, no, I can't let anybody else that doesn't work here take the penguin. And the guy's like, no, I actually am in charge of all these animals, penguins here. So he gave him his card and stuff, and Lloyd took a look at it and smeared something on it. He's like, this is a fake. He smelled it also. He's like, this is a fake. And they were gonna basically battle it out until the guy, the supervisor, whatever, saw Lloyd over there, and he's like, what are you still doing over there? And then the other guy took the time to run away. And Lloyd wanted to go after him because he didn't know how many of them there were, So he had to go after him, but he can't also let go of the penguin. So he was like in a dilemma. And Anya it seems like he was basically following Lloyd and knew what the situation was. So she held on to the dude, and then she started like, mommy, I'm being kidnapped or something. And Yo just came in and just like, what are you doing, my daughter? And then the guy into the ceiling or something. And somebody says, wow. Was it Yo that said wow at first? And then Lloyd was also running by and he said wow. I don't know. That was so funny. But yeah, so because she took care of the dude, Lloyd was able to basically arrest him, and we got information out of him or not. But either way, they were able to take care of that mission over there. And then they went back to Yor and Anya, right? And then my neighbors were there. They're like, what's the husband? He left them again. Are they sure that he's cheating on her and whatnot? And then Lloyd just came back with this big penguin plushie, and it's like they were doing this contest over there, and he wanted to get it for Anya, so he spent a lot of time there asking, responding to answers and everything, responding to questions. Oh my goodness. So he got the plushie for her, and the women there were like, oh, what a nice father and everything. So he basically restored his image, I guess, in front of the neighbors. And then, he was successful with that mission as well, so it feels like everything back to normal. And then they went home, and Anya was like, okay, presenting Penguin to her other plushie. What was it called again? I forgot. And then she was acting out the spy thing, showing Penguin everything. And then he's like, okay, now this is the most important places in the house, like the yours room and Lloyd's room. And then he's like, she's not allowed to be there because they have a lot of dangerous stuff in their rooms. And when she tried to get there, and everybody was yelling at her, like, she started crying. And then he's like, I hate you guys. And they just picked up her, Lloyd picked up the Penguin, and yeah. Yuri. Not Yuri, Yor. Oh my gosh, sometimes I just get confused about Yor's name. Like each time I try to say Yor, I think Yuri. But either way, Yor picked up her robot, and then they were basically, acting like they were those things and making her feel better. And then they went outside, still playing like they're the Penguin and the robot. And people were looking at them like, oh, what a cute family and everything. So I guess it's a good thing that she lost it, and they were doing all that in front of people, because they would look like a happy family, a family that was trying to make their daughter feel better, and stuff like that. So yeah, everything worked out for the best. It was a nice episode. I'm just really curious about the dog. Yeah, so that's what happened. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.